Picture this. You're surrounded by family, the room is packed, people are laughing, the chatter is constant, yet somehow, right there in the very center of it all, you feel completely, utterly alone. It's a heavy feeling, right? Well, in this explainer, we're diving into a profound mystery of human evolution. We're going to look at exactly why we feel this way and decode a hidden mechanism that has literally been driving human behavior for millennia.
So think about this. Why does loneliness actually physically hurt? I mean, it demands your attention, it distracts you, it can even make your chest feel tight. For the longest time, we've treated loneliness like it's just this passing emotional state, or, worse, some kind of personal failure. But science is telling us an entirely different, incredibly fascinating story. Your body isn't malfunctioning when you feel lonely. It's actually working exactly the way it was designed to. To figure out why this feeling is so agonizingly intense, we have to travel back in time, way back, long before cities, the internet, or civilization itself.
I want you to just let this sink in for a second. To your ancient brain, being alone means certain death. You see, even though you might be sitting in a perfectly safe, secure building right now, the hardware inside your head, it's still running ancient survival software. Deep down, your brain fundamentally believes that if you're separated from the group, your life is in immediate, catastrophic danger.
Section 1, Survival in the Ancient Tribe. Okay, to really grasp why your brain completely panics when you feel isolated, we've got to go back about 100,000 years. Back then, our ancestors didn't have supermarkets or hospitals, right? If you wanted to survive a single day, your absolute greatest advantage was each other. It was all about defense, foraging, shared care. Now compare that to today. We're living in a world where we measure our social worth in followers, likes, and these really superficial interactions. But natural selection heavily rewarded the humans who stayed fiercely close to their physical tribe, and, well, it eliminated those who wandered off. Your ancestors survived specifically because they belonged.
And because of that intense history, we have to completely redefine what loneliness actually is. It's a biological alarm. It's an ancient evolutionary mechanism designed with one very strict purpose: to warn you of severe danger and physically force you to reconnect. Think about it like this. Just like hunger reminds you to eat and thirst reminds you to drink, loneliness is simply an alarm reminding you to socialize so you stay protected. It's not a weakness. It is absolutely not a character flaw. It is a highly sophisticated, completely necessary biological alarm system.
Section 2, The Biology of Social Pain.
Modern brain imaging has revealed something completely breathtaking. Your brain processes social pain using the exact same neural pathways it uses for physical pain. Seriously, if you touch a hot fire, you immediately pull your hand away to prevent bodily death. In the exact same way, if you feel isolated, it hurts deeply to force you to seek connection, preventing death by isolation. If loneliness felt pleasant or even just kind of neutral, our ancestors might have just wandered away, ignored being alone, and ultimately died. Evolution literally had to make it hurt. So, here is the absolute crucial point. Loneliness isn't punishment, it's protection. Without it, early humans probably would have just stopped building social bonds altogether. Just as you'd eventually starve if you never felt hungry, you would have perished in the wild if you never felt that primal urge to belong. This painful feeling is not your enemy. It is literally your brain desperately trying to protect your future, pushing you right back into the safety of the group. Section 3. The digital connection illusion. Today, we're technically more connected than any humans in history. We can text anyone, anywhere, instantly. We sit there endlessly scrolling through millions of faces. And yet, it's largely an illusion. Your brain has no idea it's living in the 21st century. As the saying goes, technology connects devices beautifully, but it doesn't always connect hearts. Getting hundreds of likes on a screen simply cannot replace the biochemical rush of genuine human connection that our ancestors felt when they were sitting around a campfire together. While you're busy counting likes and followers, your ancient brain is constantly, quietly scanning your environment, asking one incredibly primal question. If danger came today, who would actually stand beside me? Your brain isn't fooled by digital metrics. That is exactly why having just one or two truly meaningful face-to-face friendships can feel infinitely more secure than having millions of online followers. Section 4. Why rejection hurts so much. We've all been there, right? Staring at a simple unanswered text message and feeling completely overwhelmed by this weird anxiety. To understand why that minor rejection hurts so intensely, we have to look at its trajectory. 100,000 years ago, being left out by the tribe wasn't just embarrassing, it was an immediate death sentence. It meant losing your food and your protection. So today, your brain reacts to a minor social hiccup with those exact same ancient blaring alarm bells. I absolutely love how this sums it all up. And if you're feeling exhausted by modern life, listen closely. Your emotional brain isn't reacting to today's reality. It's reacting to yesterday's evolution. You are quite literally experiencing modern digital fatigue through the lens of ancient survival stakes. Your brain isn't looking for just another quick interaction. It is desperately searching for real belonging, which requires genuine trust, shared experiences, and mutual support.
Section 5. Healing the Ancient Brain. So, now that we deeply understand this biological alarm, how on earth do we quiet it down? Well, the incredible news is that your brain still responds beautifully to real analog connection. You can actively soothe that alarm by tapping into ancient systems that evolved millions of years before smartphones ever existed. Having a genuine, distraction-free conversation, sharing a real meal with someone, helping others out, just laughing together, these simple but profound experiences instantly signal to your nervous system that you are safe. You absolutely do not need a massive network to survive modern life. Quality matters far, far more than quantity. Remember, your ancient brain isn't keeping a tally of how many people know your name. It just needs to know for sure that a few key people have your back. It really only takes a small handful of deeply meaningful relationships to completely deactivate that loneliness alarm. I want to leave you with this really powerful reframing. Loneliness isn't proof that something is wrong with you. It's proof that you're human. For hundreds of thousands of years, our very survival depended on staying close to others. And that ancient instinct, it still lives, breathes, and operates inside your brain today. So instead of seeing loneliness as this flaw that you need to hide, recognize it for what it truly is, an ancient survival signal, fiercely trying to guide you back home to your tribe. To really navigate our digital world, we first have to deeply understand the ancient brain that's still living inside us. So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with the only question your brain is actually asking right now. Beyond all the screens, beyond the likes, and beyond the followers, who can you truly trust? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, keep connecting, and I'll catch you next time.